Welcome to the One Up Podcast. I am your host, El Caballo, a.k.a. Tony, a.k.a. the Giraffe Man. Yeah, that's right. This episode is very special, guys. Very special. Before I get into the introductions, I just want you to know, happy Halloween, and may God bless you guys this season. But tonight is a special night. We got my dog Pucho in the building, a.k.a. Link. We got Mateo in the building, a.k.a. Mario.
How's it going?
It's Mario.
Or Mario, how some people say it. And we got my dog, Mr. Pumpkin himself, Doughboy. I don't know what's up with that dance.
I gotta drop something real quick. You ever seen a picture of yourself and you're like, I definitely got fatter? Yo.
Yeah.
I'm a 3X nigga living in a 2X world right now. And I got my shock and reality call when I put the fucking pants on to this costume. Yeah. Get ready. All the way, bro.
That's
all
every
the way.
seam. That's every seam.
Up the butt.
There's 2 inches of fabric holding those pants together. They're just pant.
The only thing that kept those pants together was his clenched asshole. And that's the only thing that kept the pants together.
That's fucked.
Yo, at the Wallace, Harlem Public, this is partially your fault.
That's fucked. I like the jacket though, for sure.
Yeah.
And the tie.
The tie is dope.
And
look, I threw out my cat and I got a new cat.
He got a black cat for Halloween.
Okay.
Shit's fire. But for all the fans out there, if you're wondering why and how we got to this point, we did a little random drawing. And everybody picked each other's Halloween costume for this episode for Halloween. Doe obviously picked a giraffe from me. I picked Mario for Mateo. And Mateo picked Link for Pucho. All in all, I think it was a success. I mean, I did say in the last 2 episodes, if you're watching, that I can fucking kill a giraffe, which I can still kill a giraffe.
You could actually say you have giraffe camo.
I am cameled up. I can go in there like a little baby giraffe with the noises and just fucking sneak up to the mom, and she thinks, "Oh, my son!" And bow. Straight neck chop. Facts. This gives me an advantage. Shit.
Yeah, I don't think giraffes make that sound though.
I don't know.
They definitely don't make that sound.
That's a monkey sound. That is maybe an orangutan. That is not a giraffe.
The Bronx Zoo is a fucked up place, dude. You're learning the wrong sounds.
Because they got the animals mixed in already. It's Oklahoma all over again.
Monkeys throwing up gang signs, like banging when you pass by.
Yeah. So I guess we can get into the intros and see how everybody's week was going. Do you want to start? I mean, Mr. Pumpkin, you want to start us off?
Facts. I've almost died this weekend. All right.
Oh my
God. Sunday night, we started watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I'm like, I'm feeling kind of sick. Monday, full-blown asthma attack. Tuesday, full-blown asthma attack. Wednesday, full-blown asthma attack. Thursday, I finally went to the doctor. The doctor's like, you fucking sound like you have bronchitis. And I'm like, you know what I mean? He's like, here, dude, they put me on 50 milligrams of prednisone. I'm like, yo, get this kid the fuck out of here. But I feel better. I'm drinking now, so I feel, oh man, it's a long fucking week. I only went to work 1 time this week.
Damn.
But Track Bike Tony added me on Instagram, so I feel a lot better.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's your medicine.
Yeah, no. Good things happen to good people, Tony.
Man, why was that? Why did that feel like an attack on me right now? That's a fucking beast.
It did feel like an attack, right?
I give this nigga a compliment and he attacks me.
But other than that, I got it cracking I got it cracking. I want to. How many? Just a quick question. How many movies did you watch at the same time, Tony?
Let's just say your boy watched 2 movies at the same time, twice. That's 4 movies. I watched Split and motherfucking I forgot what the other fuck. I don't know. It was ridiculous. My wife comes home. I'm on the couch looking at my phone, looking at the TV, and she's like, "What the? You don't have enough screens?" I'm like, "I'm doing something for the pod. We gotta watch movies and da 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 da." She was like, "That's excessive." Yeah. Well, okay, you distracted me. Then can't say how I was doing it, but driving on the way home, I'm watching a movie in the car as well. And it was, let's just say that movie was kind of intriguing, but we'll get into it more throughout the pod. But Jesus Christ,
that was the highlight of my week. Just thinking about you watching 2 to 3 movies at once, like the madness, like you're putting different things and it's just, the madness.
It worked though. I mean,
Make yourself eating those peanuts, bro. She's like,
I'm a giraffe, nigga. I'm a giraffe.
I don't want to hear it.
Giraffes have to eat like a large amount of their body weight, like every day. They'll die.
Okay.
I don't know if they eat peanuts though.
They ain't peanuts. It's like gummies. Mario, how was your week?
Oh, not too bad, dude. I got nothing exciting to report, dude. We just been grinding away and working. Been playing some Destiny 2 again because that game drags me in every now and then. The gunplay in it is so nice. The gunplay and the mobility in that game is just so nice. It's what I wish Halo was.
It's smooth, but
it's a grind. It's a grind. It's gonna wear off eventually because like it's just a grindy game. But I've been playing that. Back for Blood, Sea of Thieves again. Although this hotfix, this patch they did on Sea of Thieves, something's weird with the graphics and like there's some frame stuttering and some weird shit going on.
Every time we do an update, it fucks something up. I mean, we should know. We deal with Doughboys updates every weekend.
Oh, guys, I have an update. Let me restart my computer.
What was he troubleshooting last night? And he restarted his computer and then he was like, "Oh, the cable wasn't plugged in."
Oh no, that was, you know what that was? My cat sleeps on top of my mixer, and it was just one switch that would just got moved up. I called my dad. I'm like, "Daddy, I need your help." And my dad's like, "I'm about to go to church, my man. I can't help you." He's like, you get this one on your own. He said, "Listen, if it was working last week and it's not working this week, don't unplug anything. Just look for a switch that got flipped." And he was right.
Yeah. Told you to find God.
Daddy.
Oh shit, Daddy. Dada loves you. I go to church. Dada loves you.
Do any of us actually call our dad Daddy?
I do not.
I've never called my dad Daddy. What do y'all call your dad?
I call him Dad.
Yo, Dad.
I call him Dad
Papi.
or Pop.
I call him Pops and Papi, depending on the language.
Yeah.
Weird. I mean, listen, when I was a kid, I didn't get raised by my dad, and my mom always called him by his first name. So I had a bad habit of calling him by his first name when I was young. And then once I got like 12, 13, I started like, I realized I was like, I should call him Dad. He's my dad and stuff like that. But yeah, that was, when you don't get raised by your father, it's weird things happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. And also, yeah, all right, yeah, I agree.
I love my dad though. I'll never. I love my dad a lot. You know what I mean? He still has a big place in my heart.
I was gonna say that the reason why these two dicks on the show here are saying Dada, because I talk to my son, I'd be like, "Oh, Dada loves you. Dada loves you," and these guys are all like, "Oh, you talk to him in third person." I'm like, bro, I'm talking to my son. All right.
I've never said you talk to him in third person.
I told him that.
Oh no, wait! You do it with your cats.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for
it's
sheezies.
just what you do with things that can't talk.
Yeah,
I just find the term "dada." I think
don't
that
even
shit's
say
hilarious.
it like that. That shit is.
Yeah, you do. You go Dada.
Dada loves you. Daddy loves you.
I definitely don't.
It's like
It's cute though. I'm not gonna front. It's cute.
How does your week, Link?
Da 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 da.
pretty good. pretty good. Watched a shitload of movies in 4 days, 8 movies. So I was on a 2 a day. Not bad. Today I banged out 3 movies actually, because yesterday I was lazy. I only watched 1, so I watched 3 movies today, not at the same time, back to back.
I only had 1 to bust out today. I got it done during my workout.
Okay. Yeah, nah. I got my flu shot today.
Ooh.
Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, as soon as I get better, booster shot and the flu same time.
Yeah.
1 in each arm.
I wouldn't recommend that. You know, you should just give yourself some time.
The pharmacy lets you do it.
Yeah,
I've seen people do it and come back in, and they're perfectly fine.
No, I'm just saying you got like the bronchitis and shit going on right now. You don't want to.
Oh no, I'm gonna wait until I get better.
Okay.
And then once I get better, I'm gonna go get the flu shot and the booster. Because I'm gonna be completely honest, guys. Fuck getting sick. Fuck it. I don't want to get sick. I don't want to get sick anymore.
Yeah, but there's all those people that think the vaccine doesn't help you.
Yeah, I mean,
not get sick. So,
I mean, I heard some shit this week that was debilitating, but I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what to do. I don't know. You know what? Fuck Joe Rogan. Fuck his fucking immunity. Fuck him. And fuck Sanjay Gupta. And fuck CNN for fucking up.
Yeah.
Fuck all them people, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's a rant.
Yeah.
That's just disappointing.
Yeah.
Well,
they basically said some false information about Joe Rogan, and he pointed it out. And now he has all the smoke to give. Like he's like, oh yeah, CNN lies about me. Who knows what they're lying about? What else they could be? And it's just like you know, they didn't necessarily lie. They were misrepresenting like
the facts.
Basically, the medicine he's taking has been prescribed for people, but it's mostly used in animals. And they went out of their way to call it a horse medicine.
Yeah.
Which I kind of understand why they did it, but it's just wrong that they did it.
It's wrong.
Like I feel like partially the reason they're doing that is because it seems like a lot of the people that are taking, I'm even afraid to say most because there's not a lot of information about it, but people right now are buying this medicine, but they're buying it from pet stores because that's where it's available. And like only in, you know, basically the only doctors that are prescribing this shit are fucking quacks. Like, because there's no evidence that this works against COVID whatsoever. So it's like, yeah, that's it. So Joe Rogan got it from a doctor. Everybody else is getting it from pet stores, and that's why they called it horse medicine. And yeah, it was stupid because they were wrong saying Joe Rogan's taking horse medicine. He's like, no, I got this prescribed from a doctor, bitch. Like, so it's like now they're wrong, and now that he gets to spin this whole tale about how the media lies and all this shit, and it's like, all right, like, sure, they've gotten things wrong, sure, they've misrepresented facts, but it's like, I don't know. It's shitty that they did it because they're giving somebody the ability to like spin these tales now.
Yep.
But
well, my week was pretty good. Thanks for asking, guys.
I was about to ask. We got into a whole Joe Rogan rant.
Yes, Doughboy do that too.
I might segue one more time.
Oh, I bet you will. You're the derail master here at One Up Studios.
I'll take that in pride.
Should. It's an honorable yeah. Anyways, off that derailment again. Yeah, my week was pretty
subpart of mine because I didn't finish talking. So I was gonna say when I put this costume on, right, I came to the realization like I want a black Link. All right. I look so good in this costume that I need more representation in my Zelda games. That's all.
Absolutely.
That's all. Even a fat Link. And actually, I'm mostly kidding here, but there was one thing that I was more interested in. All the Links so far, they're all little boys. They're all like somewhere between like 12 and like 16 years old. Give me a 40-year-old Link. I want to see some King Leonidas buff motherfucker running around riding horses. I think it could be an interesting story.
Coming of age story they keep doing. And it's kind of like, all right, dude, I want manly Link. Take him to the brothel, get that extra XP.
Whoa.
Wake up, extra double XP from sleeping with my wife. All down on that. We out here, bro.
So
I love that his wife is working at the brothel.
Testosterone levels.
I didn't take it as that. I took it that he went to the brothel, bang it out, went back home and slept with his wife.
And slept with my wife. Yes.
See, that's what I.
Yeah, and then you
went
get
to
the
bed.
extra XP because you sleep with somebody like in Skyrim, and it's just fire. How you doing, Tony?
I don't know. Am I still on Pucho's time or Link's time?
Yeah, that was it. I just wanted to go there.
He is the hero of time.
Yep, that's a fact. I reverse time. I go to the future. I pause time.
Shit is beast. But yeah, my week was it was all right. Nothing too crazy other than this splitting my brain into two, watching two movies. It was all right. Can't complain. Really busy at work, like everybody else is in the rest of this world. So it's yeah, just happy and excited for Halloween to come and go. Then it's gonna be my motherfucking birthday. My motherfucking birthday.
So to the fathers on this pod, are y'all dressing up when you take your kids out? I'm assuming you're taking your kids out trick or treating, or
Y'all better wear these. I'm going to the bar in this shit right here.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
wear
I'm
this.
wearing this. I'm not wearing this.
I'm gonna wear this.
Why?
I'm not buying a costume unless we're matching. I'm not buying a costume. I'll wear this. I don't care. I'm not gonna wear it ever again, so I might as well just get the most out of it.
Tony's lying. He's going to wear that to sleep every night from now on.
This shit is hot, hot and not
This
ready.
shit is hot. Yo, this wig, this hat, these pants, the belt, it's all just heat inducing. I'm
Pleathery.
sweating. I'm
Mad
dripping
pleathery.
right now. You're like 15 minutes in and I'm fucking dripping, all right? So it's gonna be a wet one, boys.
That is beast. Disgusting.
Yo, are you ready for the segue?
Let's go for it.
Yo, I just need 4 people to answer. How do y'all feel about 6ix9ine?
There's 3 of us.
Just quickly, I think he's a rat. But I'm not part of that gang culture. So I kind of could be like, put myself in that situation and be like, yeah, I totally would have ratted on those people. Fuck it. It was fucking. I was like, you know what I mean? I kind of could see where he's coming from. Because I don't stand on that. Listen, authentic, real people. I celebrate those type of people, right? You celebrate authentic, real people. If we all did some shit, I'm not gonna fucking rat you guys out. Shit like that. When you're part of the, this one up podcast lifestyle, you're not gonna rat your boys out and shit like. So I get the code, I get the set, but I'm not like blood in, blood out. You niggas didn't jump me in this shit, and we didn't jump each other in this shit.
I'm not gonna lie. If we all go down for something, you're gonna be the first to snitch.
Tony, you need to eat your words every time you say them, because you'll say something about me and then you'll end up doing it. So
That's
I
a
would
fact.
not say that.
No, I don't snitch. So
Well,
this is the
that
thing that a
remains to be
lot of
seen.
people snitching. This is the difference here, right?
You've never snitched.
I've never
I've
snitched.
seen you tell your mom.
Hold on. Listen,
I've seen it.
you have not seen it.
I've seen it.
I've never snitched on nobody who didn't deserve it,
Oh,
and I'm saying didn't deserve it in a laughing type of situation, like a joke. Like if Doughboy stole your chicken, yeah, I'm gonna say, yo, Pooch, Doughboy stole your chicken, and I'm gonna sit back and laugh. Now, when it comes to the police, the 5-0, the pigs, them boys, the hot boys, them boys,
oh wow.
yeah, I'm not gonna say nothing. If we're all doing the crime, nigga, we're gonna do the time. Simple. And most of the time, you can beat the crime if everybody just keeps their mouth quiet, because they don't got any. If they don't got no information, they ain't gonna fucking do nothing to you. You know what I'm saying?
They got this podcast.
Tony's right, actually. There's no fingerprints on these gloves.
Damn, OJ. If it don't fit, you must have quit. Damn.
Them gloves definitely fit. Shits are
What
on.
about you? What about you, Mateo? How do you feel about this guy?
I don't care a lot about him. He's got a very punchable face. I don't like his music. I don't care that he's a snitch because I'm not in that lifestyle. So I don't fucking care. I don't know. Snitch all day, whatever. That's between you and your former gang, I guess.
Yeah,
That's,
I
yeah,
feel similarly.
Mm-hmm. I don't have any more strong opinions than that.
Whack 100.
I don't really feel strongly about him. I do find it very strange how much everybody seems to harp on the fact that he snitched. It's like everybody who's all pissed off about that, ain't none of y'all motherfuckers part of gang culture, any type of hood shit where you need to be snitching or not be snitching or anything like that. I don't understand this fucking like obsession with who's a snitch and who isn't a snitch. It's like, bitch, you ain't committing crimes out there. What the fuck you worried about that shit? You work 9 to 5, dead end jobs. All right. You got no problem. You got no issues with anybody trying to snitch. You ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't know why everybody's upset about this shit.
I think it's the same way like when all my friends in Florida, when a hurricane comes, they all become meteorologists. I think it's the same thing. Everybody kind of wants to have their like input and kind of like throw their little curveball into it. So I feel like it has something to do with that, because that's all I ever see is people talking about shit that they have no idea about. Look at all the scientists and the physicians that popped up once COVID came around.
Yeah, that shit's
You could swear every one of these people have a doctorate. The way they speak so surely about everything. Oh, I would never do that.
Well, you know, Joey, it's basic biology and human anatomy information. It's out there. You can just go and like research it.
Yeah, someone on Twitter had the nerve to hit me with that, and I'm like, yo, just give me one link of any words that describe a vaccine the way that you're describing it. Just share a link. I learned this in like 9th grade biology. I'm like, no, just send me a link. It's everywhere. You just gotta look. Just give me a link. I'm not playing these semantic games with you, okay? I'm like, all right. Like,
that's the worst part about talking to people online is that they don't want to be held accountable for what they're saying.
You know, though, that's why we gave him a link.
Yeah, he's gonna listen. He's guiding us to the rubies. So, quick synopsis on why I even asked this. Whack 100 had 6ix9ine on
sorry, before we go
Academics
there,
podcast.
sorry, but Tony, why do you keep making faces?
Because I'm just shocked that I didn't get asked this question. Everybody here gets to ask the question. I don't even.
I thought it was interesting that he didn't ask you the question.
You know what I
I think
mean?
you were the first person I asked.
Nope. I just said how you was going to be a snitch. We can rewind the tape. This could be a great
Tony,
rewind.
can you just tell us how you feel?
It feels like you squandered your opportunity to answer that if you just talk shit about how Doey's a snitch. But go ahead.
Nah, I don't give a fuck about that, man.
All right. You don't fuck with the
Whack
man?
100.
Is he a snitch?
Yeah, he's a snitch.
Damn.
I said because he's a snitch.
Yeah, I don't fuck with him. I'm not gonna lie. When his music first came out, I listened to it. It was
pretty
hype
good.
music.
It's pretty
Snitching
good.
shit, that shit just goes out the window. You just lose all credibility. This is some things that a man's got in his life, right? There's 2 things a man's got: his word and his balls. That's it. And I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing.
Sticky
This-
with the icky.
This is how his pants ripped. This is the actual story of how
That's
these
how I
pants
share it.
ripped.
Facts.
He lied. He said he sat down, but those moves is definitely how you explode a pants through every seam.
Booty hold 50 cocks.
All right. So what is
All
it?
right.
Whack 100 did some stupid shit.
Had an interview with 6ix9ine. Everybody's calling out Whack 100 now because he's Pyru and he gave 6ix9ine the pass. He says 6ix9ine is a civilian and that he's not a real street gangster. So Wallow and Gilly the Kid had Whack 100 on their podcast and it exploded. Like all sorts of lines were crossed. So I just I thought that was interesting. And I just wanted to know what you guys thought about that.
I mean, so the criticism against him, I could understand it a little bit differently just because, I mean, if he claims to be in a gang or he is a gang member, then I think like people are going to be pissed off if he's associating with people that he shouldn't be associating with, I guess, by their rules, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Again, I don't know why people are so concerned with this guy being a snitch. It makes no fucking sense. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's an entertaining.
People are okay with their musicians being hateful people to certain groups. They're okay with them supporting all types of fucked up politicians that advocate for things that actually ruin people's lives. But they don't give a fuck about any of those things. They care because somebody fucking had a court case and he shared some information. I don't fucking understand it, but
For sure. No, that's good. That's a good answer. I appreciate that.
Although Pucho sounds like a snitch, but he wouldn't snitch. The whole
hell no. I wouldn't. That ain't in my character, but I'm not gonna fucking shit on another person for not trying to ruin their lives. You telling me like if I do some fucked up shit and jeopardize someone else's livelihood, that they just need to eat the fucking charge? They just need to get their whole life upended and fucked? Like, nah, I fucked up. Like, I wouldn't, like, I'd be pissed off that I'd be in a predicament, but I made my own bed.
Facts.
Imagine Tony got to eat a charge because fucking some other motherfucker did some shit, and now he's going to jail. He's gonna get a divorce. He's gonna be a fucking deadbeat dad. All this shit because his code. Fuck that. You're gonna be around for your kid. I don't believe it in a million years.
Now, if I find out niggas snitching on me, and I'm gonna do time, I'll make sure that shit never gets snitched on.
All right, so you the first snitch then, because that's how they always get you. The cops pull up on you and they're like, "Yo,
I
look."
think you took this shit out of what I was saying.
No, they'll hit you with the paperwork and be like, "Yo, look at all the shit that Doey's saying." Nah, Doey's lying because this is what Doey did and blah blah blah. And then now they ran your confession on that shit.
I'm be like, "Oh, Doughboy said this." Word, I don't know none of this. Talk to my lawyer. Get out, make a phone call. Yo, we gotta make a trip to Loxahatchee. Hey, Doe, you want to come take a ride to go get some cannolis? Yeah, sure. Let's go get some cannolis. Bow! Nigga dead. Gator meat. Gone.
Leave the gun. Grab the cannolis.
They were never for you. They were for me on the way back.
Some would call that guns, gore, and cannolis.
Nobody would call it that.
I wouldn't mind calling it that, but
I forgot that game existed until he mentioned it just now.
By the way, I completely ran out of breath when I was doing the 6ix9ine dance. I was done. Like when I sat back down, I couldn't even talk.
You yelled out 50 cocks.
Booty hold 50 cocks.
Booty hold 50 cocks.
Well,
my niggas don't suck one cock. The niggas suck the block.
I think that rap is homophobic.
I think so.
Honestly, in all honesty, that shit's like a parody of gay people. Like, and it's so ridiculous. It takes it to such a next level that it's like it's humorous, but it feels hateful.
It feels
like you're making fun of not you, but like that the music is. You know,
I got a gay shooter with a Ruger in his booty shorts.
All right. So Tony, why don't you explain to the good people that have endured 27 minutes of this nonsense why we watch so many movies this week?
Well, to all the fans and stuff, we watched all these movies because we're holding a tournament style win and lose bracket. So we got 10 movies on the list. The first one,
eight. We got 8.
Is 8? Oh, I apologize. 8 movies on the list. I could have sworn I read 10 somewhere. We got 8 movies on the list.
What's a win or lose bracket? Like, what alternatives are there?
There's only one winner, and the rest are losers.
Okay, I've never heard
win
of
and lose brackets.
Okay.
Because there's going to be a bracket for the losers, just for the losers that I'm going to just shit on at the end of this.
I really wanted to do a write-up for Tony to read to intro this, but I thought it would be better if he just went off the cuff.
Yo, everything I do is off the cuff, bro. That shit is natural, nigga. Natural. I gotta stop.
I was gonna make it real corny. I was gonna make him say spookity ookity.
I would have read that shit and just straight beeped right over that shit and added my own flang to it, like that fucking hot fire spirit follow website shit that you always say. Anyways,
Tony would have been like Bill O'Reilly. There's no words there. There's no fucking words. Spookity ookity? What does that mean? What is that?
who wrote this dumb shit? All right. So we got Alien, the original from 1979, and Mateo picked that. We got Evil Dead 2 from also 1987, the original. Pucho picked that. And we got The Thing, the original 1982. Doughboy picked that one as well. I don't know why I said as well. Like he had another selection beforehand.
Yeah, you did it twice.
Yeah,
You
I
said
did it
the
twice.
year also in 19, and it's like, no, you just said 89, now 87. It's all, go
It's
ahead.
all on a 19 thing. It's a
It's all
19 thing.
fucked up. Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street. You know who picked that? The man with the plan, the giraffe, me. And then we got It Follows by Mateo as well. Split by Pucho. Texas Chainsaw by Doe. And then, of course, Child's Play, the first one, the original, by me. So what we're going to do, we watched it all throughout the week. Some of us in like the matter of 3 days. Some in 4, some beginning. But we're going to do heads up play. And the last one obviously wins. We're going to go, I guess, bracket per bracket. First up, we got Child's Play and Texas Chainsaw. Then we got It Follows versus Nightmare on Elm Street. The Thing versus Evil Dead 2. And then Alien versus Split. We're going to go to each one, whys and why nots. And then we're going to take a vote
Yo,
Yep.
and see
I'm
who
fucking
moves on.
excited.
Are
I'm
you
fucking-
excited?
Can't contain myself.
So we're giving 10 minutes per matchup, and then we're going to vote. Even if it's mid conversation, we're going to cut, and we're going straight to vote.
Yeah.
My God.
We
Wait,
got
what's the first movie?
the first matchup,
relax.
which Tony will announce.
Yeah.
He just announced it.
relax.
I announced it, but I'll re-announce it for you since you are. Why are you
Well, you-
fucking okay right now, my nigga?
You went to announce it, and then you proceeded to announce every single matchup. So I was like, actually, I don't know which one it was.
I got
I
notes.
gave the whole verse tier out here. The first matchup. Ding, ding, ding. Child's Play versus Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Woo.
Go ahead, Del. Mr. Full of excitement over here.
All right. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Very slow build up. I like the movie because I like when movies kind of build up and then the apex, like when the chainsaw dude comes out and whips up that metal door, I'm like, oh shit! Yo, I thought they were saved. They found the generator, gasoline, problem solved, right, guys? Yo, what do these guys even need a generator for? Yo, that's insane. I'm gonna say it now. I don't like the theme that horror movies have. An all-white cast. I know these movies are back in the 70s and shit like that, but this whole whites-only horror shit was really apparent to me in a lot of these movies. I'm like, what is this? White plight? Like, yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm like, this is the white experience. Like, every white person's like, I wonder what I would do in this situation. I just don't get it, bro. Every movie that,
Doey's right. We have 2 movies with people of color in them in the main cast.
Yeah. And those movies were better because of it, in my opinion. The flavor, it's just an air that Black people have, and I'm not gonna say like not like, and I don't know, it's just something that they bring to movies. The comedic element, when they're not in movies, in my opinion, it's not a good thing. It makes the movie stale. So I would say that this movie had that problem. I wanted the wheelchair guy to die right in the beginning. He was just the worst character. Annoying. I thought that the set pieces were very well done. How big do you guys think Chainsaw Guy is? How tall?
6'6".
Huh?
6'6". That's my guess.
At the minimum. 6'4", 6'6", something like that.
He's a big guy.
He was a
bro.
big. You saw he swung that sledgehammer like if it was a single man's hammer. Dude was big.
Grandpa was going to kill that girl eventually.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that one scene was so fucking weird. It looked like the grandpa was dead. Then it looked like the grandpa was alive, sucking on her finger. But then he was like dead again. It was so strange. I don't know if she was going crazy or what the fuck was going on. Or if he was really alive with like skin, wearing skin or something like that.
I found all that shit mad. Like, I think God, I'm gonna watch it ever again. To be honest.
Yeah.
I like the newer version of Texas Chainsaw. Because it's not such a slow buildup. It's a little bit faster. But.
I got y'all remember that old man that would dance with the
oh my god, Six Flags.
Those are the vibes I got with that grandpa.
He certainly looked that way. I loved both movies had a good twist. And it wasn't one of the twists. One is a twist to the audience. The other one was a twist to the characters. So in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you know, homegirl finally escapes, makes it to the gas station, and the guy at the gas station is going to save her. And it turns out the gas station guy is just Leatherface's dad, and he takes her right back to the house. And that's like a holy shit, this is not over. The saddest part of that movie is the black man who comes out of the semi truck to help her. And when he sees that chainsaw man, he goes, "Oh, good," and he starts running. He runs off on foot. I think they kill his ass.
No, he's still running, dude.
Yeah, he's still running to this day, probably. No. And then in Child's Play, which I shot on the movie, it's not a great movie, but it's better than I remember.
Same.
I loved the way that they finally convinced the mom that this doll is alive. Whereas she goes to pick up the box and the batteries fall out of the box and she realizes they never put the battery in the doll. And it's like, oh shit, it finally, it feels good because like you're watching this movie, you see this fucking doll in action and you're like, what the fuck is going to happen that's going to convince these people that this thing is real? And I love the battery was a good touch.
Such a good way to like, oh shit.
Yeah, you could see it all on her. It just takes over. It's like, oh shit, like, oh yeah, this is
I
real.
feel like Child's Play has aged better than Texas Chainsaw Massacre. In my opinion,
100%.
It's a much more watchable movie. I like the suspense that I got from it. I like that I was like, I kind of was like nervous. I hated Andy. Such a shitty child actor.
I really enjoyed the practical effects in that movie.
Yes.
It was really good at some parts. Like his little face would like scrunch up with rage, and I enjoyed that. I thought that was incredibly well done. I remember the movie being way worse than it actually was.
I want to watch part 2 now.
How did that child go through that entire city and no adult ever stopped him? Is like,
where
are you going, kid?
Yo, South side of Chicago? Nobody was like, who's this little white child getting off on the south side of Chicago?
That's where all the black actors are at. They were like, yo, leave that Blanquito alone. That's none of our business. Keep it pushing.
It was the 80s, man. Nobody cared about nobody in the 80s. It was a different time.
Yeah, it definitely was.
But I think the reason Chucky might feel like it aged better is because it's the late 80s where Texas Chainsaw Massacre is, you know, an early 70s movie pretty much. Like it predates cinema as we know it growing up. So it just feel, you know, but I don't know. I thought Texas Chainsaw Massacre was a fine movie. And it for me was far more suspenseful. Once everything started going, like once action started, it was like I was tense the whole time because I'm like, this is horrible. Like it's unimaginable. Like
it's hard for me to get tense with these old ones. Like even watching some of the other movies, I was just like, this shit is so fake. But me in that, like watching it for the first time young, I would have been like, holy fuck. But now it's just like, it's whatever. You know what I mean? Like I lost the fearness out of it.
That car scene, I was like, oh my God, what's going on here? Like there's no reason why that car scene should have gone that long.
Yeah, as soon as Chucky stab the knife and you're like, he's weaponless, and you see him walk on the other side of the car, it's like, that's your opportunity to just get out the car and kick that little shit. Like, just score a field goal with this motherfucker. Like,
facts. Kick that motherfucker.
Step on the brake. Toss it in neutral.
Right?
Why are you accelerating down the road? He's making turns. He's driving through the city.
Mad nervous, bro. I'm like, yo, this is all the dumb shit I would have done to that thing to kill it off rip.
Also, that guy that was super scary and he just was shooting everywhere in his house. I'm like, yo, what is this?
Yeah.
He saw a little kid. He saw a little kid outside. He's like, oh, fuck this. I'm gonna keep shooting.
Man, that boy heard gunshots and he ran towards them.
Yeah, I saw that shit and I'm like, this motherfucker ain't from the hood, all right? Yo, my grandmother, when we were growing up, we'd hear gunshots and my grandmother would slam us to the ground like it was a Vietnam movie. Like, we'd hit the deck all hard. Like, my grandmother's like, yo, y'all kids ain't getting shot on my watch, all right? And when that motherfucker heard the gunshots, she's like, Chucky. And he runs to the house. I'm like, this kid don't know shit about life.
Mind you, that guy shooting up the whole house. That shit reminds me of some shit. If Doughboy was a gun owner in a house mad nervous, I feel like Doughboy would shoot up his whole fucking house. Just fucking poor fucking cat starts running around. Holy shit! Bow, bow! Just start blasting at everything. That's what I pictured though. That's what I pictured.
Never shoot at my cat.
No, I don't. In the middle of the night? Yeah, you would.
In the middle of the night, I would not. No.
Do we need to go to the Texas Chainsaw Barbecue joint when you're all in town?
I would love to.
It's just down the road. It's like
it's a theme. It's a theme thing.
It's a gas station from the movie.
No, I'm good.
And they serve barbecue there now.
I'm scared. Tony's a fucking scaredy cat.
I don't play that. I don't play these games. These are these things. This is why people, when they watch movies, be like, "Yo, that's some." Not even trying to be racist. That's some white people shit to go and investigate. Us people would have been out. No asking questions. That's how I am right now. I'm not going over there.
That was 100% one of our comments when we were watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and they just started wandering through someone's property.
Yo, when they're on the fucking porch and he steps on something like a pebble, he goes and he looks at the tooth and he's like, turns around and proceeds to knock on the door. I'm like, get the fuck out of there. What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
you don't do that. And then when he opened the door and it was all furs and they just keep walking, I'm like, these motherfuckers don't know shit about life. You're gonna die.
Time to vote.
Yep. I'm going with Child's Play.
What's your reason? We could do a quick
Chainsaw
little.
Didn't age good with me, and I kind of favor Child's Play more.
Joey?
I have to say this is a horror. This is horror, right? I don't think Child's Play was very scary at all, if anything. Even though it was maybe a little more entertaining front to back, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is just horror. It's like when that dude finally shows up, you're like, oh shit is going down. Shoving them in freezers, cannibalism.
Quick.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Talking for hours. Yeah, I'm voting Texas Chainsaw. Not because of horror, because I to me these are just Halloween movies to watch. They're thriller, horror within those themes. For me, it's a better front to back movie. The writing's better, the acting's better. It is scarier. I was tense. It made me feel things. Chucky was funny to me. So
yeah, I think pretty much the same reason as Pucho. I think that the story's a little bit more cohesive in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I think they did way more wild things with Child's Play in the reboot that they just did, which is real fucking good, and you should watch it. You haven't seen the remake of it. That would have been a tighter competition for me, but yeah, I got to go Chainsaw.
All right. Well, Chainsaw is the victorious.
Looks like you got to go to the barbecue spot, Tom.
Yeah, I'll be right in line. Next on our tournament of pleasure, not really, but of horror, It Follows versus Nightmare on Elm Street.
Starting now.
All right, I just want to say, why the fuck did the mom kiss her high school daughter right on the lips? I found that shit strange. She sent her off to school with a big smooch on the lips. I was like, it's like, damn, even white people do this. I didn't think this happened. I'm just, I'm out of the loop on this, but I was like, it's very strange.
Yeah, that shit was. I saw that too, and I was like, damn, they need to watch our 1UP episode where we talk about this kissing on the mouth shit with kids and parents. Shit is weird.
Anyways, It Follows. That was cool. It's like a succubus. I forget which one. It's a dick demon. You know, you give someone the dick, you got a demon on your back.
That's why I love this so much. Cock, dick, pussy. It's all cool.
Nightmare on Elm Street, better and worse than I remember.
Yeah.
It was the moments that were bad were so bad. The scenes that were good were better than I thought they'd be. And the ending was atrocious. I don't even know what happened in the end. Shit made no sense to me whatsoever.
It made no sense. They got in a car and then
And they just like drive off.
Why is it so foggy?
Mom gets killed, and you're like, all right, is she in a dream? Is she not? Like, I don't know.
They're dreaming.
Friends alive? I don't know. Should very strange.
2 movies, by the way. Nightmare on Elm Street, It Follows. White people exclusive in both of them. I'm like, yo, it's 2014, bro. Can you add a black actor or Spanish or something? This white plight shit.
Yeah, even It Follows 2014, all white people. It stuck out like a sore thumb to me. But
why the fuck did they throw this bitch in the pool? Mad electronics on the edge of it. What was the point?
I saw that and I was shocked. I'm like, yo, first off, I would have been like, yo, get all this shit away from the water before. You know what I mean? It's just dumb shit. The movies back in the days, the way they set shit up, it's so obvious and so fucking, oh my God, like, I'm gonna go in the pool, look at, oh, there's a fucking open electricity circuit or some bullshit. Oh, it's not gonna kill me. I hate that shit.
They were trying. Yeah, they were trying to kill the demon is what they were going for.
Yeah, but how? But what was the point of having the electronics near the water?
Because you can shock it, like electricity.
I think the plan was they assumed that the demon would just follow the girl, like it has been the whole movie, and just get into the water. But then he didn't. And then when he threw the TV in the pool, and it did like a little electricity thing, but it didn't shock her. That's why they also said, "Oh, the plan isn't gonna work anyways." Like they kind of made that comment. Mind you, I was gonna say the only smart thing anybody did in that entire fucking movie, the guy going and fucking the prostitute.
Oh, I thought you meant I thought you meant the sheet over the head.
The sheet was smart. The sheet was very smart.
Wait, why is that the smartest thing? Fucking the prostitute?
Well, because the whole movie, they weren't trying to like solve the problems. They were just kind of dealing with the problem. And I'm not out here saying like, killing prostitutes are okay or anything like that. But at the end of the day, it's like, you're going to die. You got to pick other people to die. And you're on mute doing it. And you got to have sex. And the only people that are readily available to have sex with you are prostitutes. So it just seems logical that you would go and have sex with a prostitute.
I think the prostitute might be safe actually, and I'm not positive he actually went through and had sex with the prostitute because they were being followed at the end. At the very end of the movie, it was him. Like he was being followed by himself, so it was taking the form of the boy. I can't remember his name. But I feel like having sex with the prostitute would actually be safe because she would spread it to whoever from her various clientele that day/night, right? And let's say one of them dies, and then she spreads it to another clientele the next day. Like she's got a buffer going on there.
The perfect succubus pussy.
Yeah.
Yo, by the way, what year is this movie in? Because I couldn't figure it out. It has to be somewhere in the 2000s.
They made it purposely out of time. That's why the girl has the weird seashell like e-reader thing, but then they have like old school TVs, and then the cars are modern, and some cars are old. Like it's supposed to be kind of just not able to be placed anywhere.
Cool.
Yeah, it mostly felt like you remove the e-reader and it'll take place like in the 80s or the 90s. Like just the fact that nobody has cell phones and things like that. I don't know. It seemed of that era. But anyway, Sonny, this movie came out in 2014. And you said these old movies. This shit came out the other day.
But Yeah, no, I was saying both to them as like Nightmare on Elm Street mostly. Like
Really quick,
how
what was up with the pervy neighbor? This little pervy kid that was the neighbor with the bicycle. This is like constantly trying to look at this chick. It's some weirdo shit.
are you talking about the
And
little
then-
doughboy?
Yeah, maybe. All
I don't know. That weird elements in it. I did like follow a little bit. They just lost me with some of the shit. Like I was just like, I could see how in 2000 when it dropped, like how this shit could be hot or scary, but that shit, it's much newer than Nightmare on Elm Street, and that shit didn't age well. You know what I mean? Like it's just.
Because Up Yours with a twirling lawnmower definitely aged better than It Follows.
Yeah, I love the guy shouting.
It didn't age well.
Fruitcake man. I was like, what is he even talking about? Who even insinuated that?
So all the relationships in Nightmare on Elm Street were real weird though, right? Like
Yeah.
he was just a dick. Like he was a terrible boyfriend. And then what's his name? Poor not Robert Downey Jr. Johnny Depp.
Dude, Johnny Depp.
Yeah, Johnny Depp, like the girl wouldn't even like kiss him. He had to
That's
sleep
me.
on the couch downstairs.
That's me. I'm Johnny Depp.
She's religious. You didn't see she had Jesus by her side. She didn't need that man.
He
don't
said,
need that.
She is one of the worst actors by far in that entire movie.
You think?
Yo, by the way, this bitch was shouting Freddy Krueger's name. The mom just kept it a secret. The dad couldn't even told her. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
They're not allowed to talk about it though.
no
Hey,
snitches.
policeman, call my father. 10 minutes later, the cop was like, I think I should go inside and get
Yo,
her father.
that shit was beast. Yo, that shit was hilarious because she's screaming, call my dad. And then she's fighting with Fred. She comes back. You're not calling him. She's breaking all the windows. Then she goes back in the house, lights the house on fire, goes to the front door, breaks more windows, and then it pans back to him and he's just in the same spot. He's like, I think I should get her dad. I'm like, what a piece of shit.
All that shit went down.
Yo.
He was debating the whole time.
Yo, listen, he's not the piece of shit. She let her dad know. She said, Dad, come to the house in 20 minutes. This nigga said, fuck you, bitch.
She let him know twice.
That nigga didn't want no smoke with that. He was like, you know what? It's your time.
Yo,
You know
what
what?
about
Those parents? They weren't snitches though. They kept
weren't
that shit
snitches.
secret as long as possible.
That's a fact.
Yo, how about she threw herself out of a fucking window to get away from Freddy the first time? She jumped out of her window
Yo.
and it was so weird.
Like, and then she landed. Like, bro. Those
Because
movies,
how
my
else were
nigga.
they supposed to take her out of the boiler room to her house to get all the booby traps? Those booby traps were weak as fuck.
There was some Home Alone shit right there.
Yeah.
Some Home Alone shit
Home Alone
was
had better
weak.
shit. Them shits is weaker than Home Alone shit.
You do notice that she jumped out her window very similarly to the girl in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where they just jumped at the window and the whole frame and everything just shattered. Right
What
up.
about in Chucky, the
Oh.
first death? I'm like, yo, she got hit by the smallest hammer in the world and
the
proceeded
toy
to
hammer?
run through a window.
The toy hammer. It
Yeah,
was the
but
hammer
she-
that the kid got in the toy
That shit
pack.
could have caught her off balance. You don't know that. Like,
1 minute warning.
yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street is still fire though. Better than the
Not-
follows, but
The one scene I did like, honorable moments, when she pulled Freddy Krueger's face and then like the skeleton. I was like, that's good VFX. That's really good.
that's the
like,
best they
visual
were gonna
effects.
get at that time.
And the upside down bedroom with Johnny Depp,
Oh.
1,000 gallons of blood falling out. That shit was like, that was pretty cool.
That's a cool scene.
Yeah,
That's a classic scene.
I
Yeah.
wonder how much. You think it was 1,000 gallons?
it's a lot of
No.
fucking fake blood.
Here is one thing that cracked me up in the movie. When Johnny Depp's asleep before he dies, and the mom comes in and wakes him up and then tells him he should go to sleep
Oh,
because it's late.
that bitch is dumb. It's like, bro,
I mean-
seriously?
She woke him up to say, how are you listening to music and watching TV at the same time? You should go to sleep. What the fuck do you think I was doing, Mom?
Okay,
Dumbass.
we ready to vote?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. I'll start us off. We'll go backwards order this time. or I guess that way. I can always mix up which way we're going on the camera. I got to go It Follows. I don't find Freddy's antics scary. I think that a lot of the tension and buildup is good, and I love the scenes. Like I said, that blood scene is amazing. One of my favorite like horror scenes of all time. But I think It Follows just has a little better story, better like bad guy. Booch.
Yeah. Also, Tina getting dragged up the ceiling, that was pretty cool.
I was gonna say that the effects on that looked amazing. It didn't look. Yeah, I wonder how they did it. It almost it looked like they put the room sideways so that she could go up the wall, and then she only partially went on the ceiling while still leaning on the floor, which is it looked like they did some cool camera trickery to pull that scene off. I'm torn here because I love the premise of It Follows, but overall, I felt like it was okay.
Yeah,
I feel like Freddy was bad, but the peaks of Freddy, the funny parts, and like how stupid and how bad it was, it made me laugh a lot. So I'm gonna go with Freddy.
Ooh,
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tony.
Wow.
I am definitely gonna go with Freddy. I'd never up until when we did this thing, I'd never even seen It Follows, and going to watch it for the first time, and good.
Dope.
Shit.
Yeah, It Follows. Succubus dick pussy all day.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was Nightmare on Elm Street was insufferably bad to me. The acting was just like, oh my
If there was one pussy shot, you would have been loving it.
no. There was so many white bare feet that it just was like, oh dude, put some sandals on. Put some socks on. It's just white feet all over the place.
Sandals would have made it look way better.
I don't know.
So-
I just could not stand people being in their bare feet.
She did walk into the alley barefoot. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with her?
So we've got our first tie, and I'd have a plan in place for this. If this fails, we're going to odds and evens.
Okay.
But we got one more vote to do then to figure out which one's moving on. Which one of these two movies, like movie bad guys, movie evil things, antagonists, would you least want to face? Which one do you think you wouldn't be able to survive?
Freddy.
Oh, Freddy Krueger.
Joey?
Freddy's gonna fuck me up.
Yeah, I think Freddy. I think It Follows is easier to escape the demon than you think. Just move. Just rent a second apartment. Just move.
So you
All
can't
it can
go to
do
sleep,
is
bro.
walk.
You literally
but then
can't
you-
go to sleep.
Bang somebody. That's
Damn
it.
for Freddy, like you can't sleep. Like you're gonna have to sleep one of these days. You're gonna have to face your nightmare one of these days. Like you know what I mean? So it's just like that's the worst.
Yo,
I wouldn't want to.
Tell me how in It Follows they went to the rapist's house and never charged him for anything that he did. Just left
He
him
didn't
alone.
rape her.
it was
Bro,
zero.
he chloroformed her, and after he's had sex.
No,
with
he had
chloroformed
sex
her.
with her already, and then he did her a favor. He kidnapped her to fully explain the situation to her. He could have just dipped like a chip. Really, he was doing himself a favor because if she just got killed, then it would have been chasing him. But I'm just saying, he kidnapped her. Horrible shit. He did a horrible thing, but he ain't a rapist. All right,
Damn,
use the
damn it.
right words.
Damn, we've got a new intentions matter like subject right here.
Shit is beast. All right, so the next battle is gonna be The Thing versus Evil Dead 2.
That's a tough one.
That's a good one.
Why don't you give your impressions first, Mateo?
Yeah.
The thing might have some of the best practical effects that I've ever seen in a movie. Like they're just phenomenal.
Yo, hold up. We didn't pick a winner.
Yeah, we
Nightmare.
did.
Yeah, we
Nightmare.
did, you dick.
How did we choose that?
Which we
Because-
didn't want to fucking face. That's the most strongest.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, I didn't get that. I was like, hold on, they're moving on. We didn't pick one.
The derailments. Go ahead.
Yeah, the practical effects in the thing are amazing. Also in Evil Dead 2, though, which makes this complicated because like I was telling the guys, like that scene in Evil Dead 2, the entire house is laughing and he's losing his fucking mind.
Oh,
and
man.
the little lamp starts going up and down. He starts doing his little goofy dance and laughing with it. That's one of my favorite scenes. That scene is so damn good.
Yeah, Evil Dead is wild. I at first in the beginning I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Like this is stupid. And then it got more and more into it. I was like, okay, I see why this movie was good when it got dropped. I didn't mind it. Whole forest vibe with the fucking cabin and shit. I was like, this man getting smacked into a fucking tree, pretty funny. Looking in the sun. I was like, oh, it made me finish watching it. Put it like that. But
Yeah. There's a comedy element of that movie that really pushed it forward for me. When his dead girlfriend comes out of the ground, does the stupidest dance in the world, and then proceeds to bite him right here and not let go. And he's like, he's doing flips.
Another thing too that caught, not caught me off guard, but I was like, okay, that's stupid, right? Is when them two were in the cabin reading the fucking manuscript, and his dickhead comes out with the shotgun. Oh, we're gonna go look for her, and then he grabs the paper. I thought he was gonna throw it in the fucking fire pit there, or in the fucking fireplace. You know, he just goes over there down to the cellar and drops it. I'm like, I would have just tucked that shit in the fireplace and kept it moving. Why walk all the way around? But
my favorite was when he walked outside.
Oh, Bobby Joe! Bobby Joe!
Yeah, that shit was wild. The thing, yeah, it was definitely it was good in its own ways, but it was hard for me to watch. I don't know why. Maybe because I was doing two movies at the same time. But holy shit, it was just like I was watching another movie. Put it like that.
The movie's very subtle. The movie is very, very subtle. As we can see the full costume here.
Yo, the fucking.
I'm on the podcast. No, so the movie is very subtle. There's lots of dialogue. It's a very dialogue heavy movie because it's all about kind of like cabin fever and isolation and distrust.
Yeah.
Oh man, but the whole premise for The Thing, incredible, bro. I love alien movies. I love that the Norwegians already had their take with this shit, and these niggas destroyed themselves. And you saw that the Norwegians did not make it, bro. I gotta say one thing though. That guy taking the grenade, and then throwing it back.
I was like, what a dick! Like, okay, what the fuck?
Do y'all think that if we spoke whatever language they speak in I don't know what, is it Norwegian they speak in They must be. Do you think if we spoke whatever language it was that we would have gotten the entire plot of the movie in the first 5 minutes when he jumped out of the helicopter yelling at him?
That man was giving out important information that I wish I would have known what the fuck he was saying.
McCready kept calling them Swedes. I love that shit. They're like, they're Norwegians. They're not Swedes. Yo, McCready's hot. Yo, I love that. Yo, McCready, by far one of my favorite protagonists. I was like, this guy, I loved him. I was like, yeah, this guy drinks whiskey. Fucking about it.
What about that? What about that young Keith David? I didn't even recognize the man until he started talking. And then I was like, whoa, wait.
This is the good thing about this movie. Yo, the black actors really bring out good parts. I don't know. I liked having their input. I like them annoying white people with their disco music. And it's like, I loved it. Very superstitious. I loved it. I was like, turn that shit up. Yeah. Fuck that white man sleep.
Damn.
Yeah, it didn't click for me till the ending of the movie, pretty much. When I'm sitting there watching the ending scene, that I'm like, oh yeah. At first I was like, oh, maybe those helicopter people were bugging out because they were like infected, so they were acting crazy. But then it clicked. I was like, oh, they were chasing the dog to kill the alien, right? And I'm like, damn, like they were trying to save the day. But I was like, the grenade thing was so stupid that I was like, this guy has to be like fucked, because he dropped the grenade and then he basically jumped on it, like to try. It's like, fuck the helicopter, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, he tried to move the snow and he's like, got fucked.
Yeah, I thought that was so stupid. Yeah, I wanted to second Mateo's point. The practical effects were nuts. All the tentacles, all those worm-like things, even the head sprouting spider legs and walking away. I'm like, I have no fucking idea how they managed to pull that off. I'm like, because you could see it's not CG or anything. Like, it's a practical effect. So I'm like, they did something to sprout some legs and mechanically walk this shit away. It looked nuts to me. I was like, this is insane. So yeah, the thing was definitely incredible for that. And then Evil Dead 2 is just special because it's like it's just very unique. It gives you like like Freddy's funny, and you're like, I can't tell if they're trying to be funny or not, but it feels bad. Evil Dead, it's like it's clearly bad, but it's also they're clearly trying to be funny.
Yeah,
I don't know. I sometimes like to watch Evil Dead and imagine like, what if Ash? None of this is happening, and Ash is just in this cabin going crazy. Like he killed this girl. Some people just happen to pull up. He start blasting on them, and he's just fucking bugging out in this cabin. Like it also makes for like a very interesting, like, I don't know, view, I guess, on like how the movie might have played out or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I watched Evil Dead 1. I was very conflicted with the tentacle porn scene with the trees. I like how they toned it down in Evil Dead 2. Evil Dead 2 feels like a remake of the first movie, but just better. It just is better pacing, better everything. And it without the tree fucking the person before they kill it. It's weird.
I will say no one can deliver stupid lines like Bruce Campbell and make him kind of cool. No one else has that ability. When he's groovy. Just groovy.
I loved it.
I hated every second of them bullshits. I hated every second of them shit. It was just so, these one-liners are so cheesy. Like at least my one-liners are fucking, you know what I mean? Like they're just,
your one-liners are terrible.
Tony, never watch Evil Dead Army of Darkness then, because that movie, they turn up all of the one-liners.
Thank God that wasn't on the list. I definitely would have fallen asleep.
Army of Darkness is awesome.
Army of Darkness is a great movie.
In retrospect, I should have put that instead of Evil Dead 2. Like I was watching it after Evil Dead 2, and I was like, this is so fucking good.
Yeah.
I had a question though. Who do you think is infected at the end of the thing?
I don't think it's McCready.
I don't think it's McCready either. Yeah, the black dude disappearing, super sus.
He didn't disappear. He was asked to stay behind.
Yeah, but then he said he thought he saw Blair, and then he got lost in the storm. I was like, man, you got people blowing up your whole camp. You really lost? Like, you can hear explosions.
I think that's how he found his way back.
It's a
explosions, and he went back and found McCready there.
I suspect that neither one of them was infected. But I don't think the creature's dead either.
For sure.
I don't think the creature's dead, and I think they're both infected.
Oh.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like the movie feels very ironic or whatever, especially if McCready's infected. Like in those ending sequences, I don't know.
Yo, who took McCready's trousers?
No, more importantly, did McCready put his blood in front of them? I think I missed if did he cut himself in front of them? Because
I never saw him cut.
But the way that he grabbed the petri dish, it almost looked like he was trying to do like a sleight of hand on them. It looked a little sus. I was like, you sure you burning your blood, dude? I don't know.
But I don't think it was affected. What?
Yo, tell me that defibrillator, Claire.
Oh my god!
That shit brought Battlefield all back into my life when I saw that.
Yo, his whole chest opened up and then took his arms. Yo, that shit was crazy.
The worst is that he ripped the arms off. Like he pulled back and just had no hands.
I had forgotten about that scene. That scene actually caught me off guard. I let out an audible "oh shit" when he just punched through his chest.
I got scared. That part. I only got scared 2 times in all of the movies, like an actual like jump scare. Like it was Alien. Alien scared the shit out of me.
No, that had some crazy jumps.
When do you think Blair got infected? When he was doing the autopsies?
No, I don't think it was with the autopsies.
He got infected. So what, you think he was trying to preserve human mankind because the computer told him that, like, dude, once this shit gets to the population, it's over for us. So you think he was trying to...
I think he was trying to help. I think that he was legitimately trying to help when he started destroying things. I think that that part of the creature that escaped when they were burning it, I think that might have been what infected him in his little cabin over there.
I think he was already infected when he started destroying things.
Same.
You think that's what that infection was trying to proactively like protect?
Because there was no reason for him to destroy the radio equipment and like the helicopter. Like, I was like, dude, once he started doing that, I was like, hold up, bro. Radio, helicopter. I'm like,
you
damn.
kind of need that. Yeah, those are like things you kind of need. Yeah.
Yeah. The up until that moment though, you don't think that it could be, because you've only seen the dog get infected and the dead body get infected.
To me, so it was like that the dog got infected.
No, because the dog goes into the room with somebody. You cannot see who it goes into the room with. You just see a shadow of their face, which I think is Neil, the guy with the head that goes. I think it's him, but it also could be Blair.
I think it's him. The fro matched up, like the outline of the body matched up. And apparently, because I read a bunch of like theories after this movie, because I was like, who the fuck, what's the infection timeline on this? And there's a lot of theories out there. Apparently, the reason why they started eating out of canned food, I don't know if they ever mentioned it, but the virus they can spread through saliva and bodily fluids and things. So dog licking your face could have been how one of them got infected.
Shit.
That's what I was gonna say. The dog that came in was infected. And the dog immediately jumped into the arms of one of the characters. I don't remember which. And
that guy that tried to stab McCready, and McCready, bam, he killed that nigga, bro. I was like,
I thought it was
he was uninfected.
Yeah, I thought it was the vest guy actually that was the first infected.
Windows,
not Windows. The other guy.
The other guy that when they did the blood.
I think he might have been the first infected, but I'm not positive. But it is vote time. And this one's a tough one.
No, it ain't tough at all for me.
We'll start with Tony.
I'm gonna go with The Thing. 100%. It was I didn't like it, but I liked it better than Evil Dead 2.
What did you think about the visual effects? What do you think about the visual effects in that movie, The Thing?
Oh, out of almost all the movies, I think they have the best effect. Like, It Follows was good, but The Thing, to me, little whack on some of the effects, but I think it was good. It was enough that out of all these movies, this one kind of like, I watched it at night too, and I think this one was one of those where I was just like, oh, okay, I can get behind this. I could probably rewatch it again one night. Out of all the movies, I could rewatch it again, even though I think it's kind of whack. Maybe all these movies are kind of whack to me, but
I wonder what movies you like. You have terrible taste.
I have terrible taste. I'm just telling you what I think.
You've hated every single movie we watched so far. I'm shocked.
If I could go back in time and watch The Thing during that freeze here in Austin, I should have done it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That would have been a perfect movie for that.
You wouldn't have trusted any of your neighbors.
Buchel?
I'm going The Thing. I think I love Evil Dead. It holds a special place in my heart, but I think The Thing is scarier, has better effects. It has aged better, I think. Although I think they both aged pretty well. I don't know. And I like Evil Dead, I laughed and I chuckled throughout the movie and stuff, but when it's over, it's over, The Thing, when it finished, I was thinking about it. I was like, yo, who's still infected? I was like, it was, to me, it felt like a Quentin Tarantino movie where everybody's stuck in one place and everybody's fucking going crazy. Like, that is such an interesting plot line to me. It feels like The Hateful Eight or like Reservoir Dogs or something like that. Mm-hmm. I loved it.
Doey?
The Thing. Yeah, The Thing all day, all night. Yeah. I loved Evil Dead, though. Don't get me wrong. I found a new love for that type of horror film. I was like, the practical effects were very good in that movie, too. But The Thing overall is just a better movie.
I'm going to give a sympathy vote for Evil Dead 2 because I love that movie so much. I love Bruce Campbell. And I think that Ash could probably defeat a lot of the 80s like bad guys. I think Ash takes out Jason. I think Ash takes out Freddy. I think he takes out Chucky, no problem. That's immediate.
problem.
That's on site. Like
He's also
chainsaws
Duke
him in half.
Nukem. He's also Duke Nukem.
Yeah,
Like
he's
all
yeah.
day.
Yeah, I can see him killing Chucky and shit, but Freddy, I don't know about that.
Oh, he's killing Freddy.
I think he takes Freddy. Ash is pretty insane. I don't think that Freddy's prepared to jump into Ash's dreams.
I like how when he cut his hand off and shit, and then went back into the cabin and built the whole mechanism, and then fucking made his own sawed-off shotgun. I thought like that is fucking badass. That shit's badass.
Yeah, I was like full blown. All right, we're on this train. Choo choo! I was like, let's go. Yo, I loved it. Yo, that fucking hand came back to stab everybody, bro. God damn.
Bro, that
hand
hand
was
was
vicious.
strong. Strongest hand. You know whose hand that was? It should have been, I meant. That dude in the scary movie, the funny version, the butler, that fucking
That's
use my strong hand. That's that nigga strong.
I'm still shocked that none of us tossed a scary movie onto this list.
Oh well, we wanted like horror films and shit. So I mean,
Scary Movie 1 was awesome, by the way. That guy gets a dick in his ear. That was funny. The guy jacking off to putting his cock in the vacuum cleaner. That was funny.
bro.
The chick, she was doing the I know what you did last summer. What are you waiting for? And she's in the street and then she gets crashed by the car. The way they spoil, and this is a big spoiler, guys. But the way they spoil The Usual Suspects, and they basically take the ending of The Usual Suspects and put it at the end of Scary Movie. Like I think all of that shit was very good. It felt very iconic.
I loved all of the gay innuendos that the guy was like, yo, that he kept setting up. It was so funny.
The cop.
No.
Marlon Wayne's brother, I forgot what's his name? Sean. He's like on the down low, but he has a girlfriend. But he's like, he tells the girlfriend, put on the football gear.
Yeah, bro, that shit's funny. I don't even think nowadays, like, that might be people doing that in movies now, they might find that really offensive. Like, I don't
Different
think.
time.
That's
That
what
movie's 21 years old.
Yeah. Damn,
20
we're
years
old
old.
as fuck.
Okay, so here's another tough matchup, though. Alien versus Split.
Wow. Might be the hardest one out of this entire one.
I don't think so. I think the hardest one's coming up.
Let's start with Tony. I'm curious to see what Tony thought about these, because I'm pretty sure he said he watched Split on the drive home somehow.
Split. That shit there was a mind fuck. I had to rewatch right in the beginning after he kidnaps the chicks and put them in the room, where he took the one chick. I don't know how I missed it, but he took the one chick. She came back and they touched her leg. I was like, yo, did this guy just rape her? I had to replay it because I figured it out, because I don't know, maybe I wasn't paying attention or something, but I was just like, well, I had to be. I was just like, wait, did she just get raped? Like I was like,
remind me, what do you mean when they're behind the door and she pees?
When they first get kidnapped or whatever, and like I seen it when he came back into the room with her and she was like touching herself, and then I was like, wait, did he just rape this chick? Are you serious? And then I replayed it, and then you could see obviously what happened. But I don't know. I have a weird problem with this whole 14 multiple people in one body. Fucking that shit to me is crazy. I know I've heard of split personalities and shit, but like that. But this dude took that to an ultimate level of fucking. I couldn't believe it. I don't think there's people like that in this world. Like that many split personalities. Like, do you really think someone has, what was it, 14 or some stupid shit like that? Some crazy ass number?
24.
Oh, it's 24?
Introducing the 25th.
Bro, that to me was wild. Who the fuck? And then the lady explaining it to a class in the auditorium, talking about, oh, you know, they take this image where they could be super strong. And I was like, damn, so this shows how strong a mind is, really. You know what I mean? Like, if Like if you're telling your mind that you can do this, it would do it type shit. But yeah, that shit to me. That movie was good though. I don't think
it wasn't real.
No, but I'm saying
in the movie, it's real.
No, in the movie,
you realize what movie this is in, right?
What it's in?
Yeah, this is technically a sequel to a different movie.
Oh, I don't.
Maybe it didn't click for you. Maybe you fell asleep and you didn't watch that.
Probably.
Yeah. Have you seen Unbreakable?
Yeah.
With Bruce Willis? Yeah, this is the sequel to that movie.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah,
right at the end of the film, they reveal that.
The ending of the movie, they call the guy the Horde because he's like multiple people in one. So like he's a big group of people. And then they're like, yeah, this reminds me of that other guy. What was his name? And then Bruce Willis goes, Mr. Glass. And so he's saying he's the Bruce Willis from Unbreakable.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't catch that at the end. Wow.
So they're introducing
by
like
the
a
way,
villain.
That made the movie a little bit better.
The Beast, when he actually comes out, bro, I love that entire part. Him crawling up the walls was like very Silent Hill-esque. The one thing that I didn't like was the Jim Carrey trying to run away from dodging the bullets. And this is like Jim Carrey and Ace Ventura when he's trying not to get shot.
With the arrows?
It just felt a lot like... You know what I mean? The one thing that was cool was when he was breaking the lights and like moving forward, breaking the lights. Yo, I was like, wow. The guy's an extraordinary actor. I gotta just say it. I was like, yo, this guy's a fucking phenomenal actor.
Dude.
And he can wear heels and walk in heels.
That's a difficult...
Huge shout out to James McAvoy. Like the scene where he swaps between like Hedwig and Patricia, and like the way he just swaps between, you're like, oh shit, that is, he seems like a different person. It's crazy.
Instantly.
Yo.
Yeah. That had to be a tough role to do, really. Like, if you think about it, acting like that. First off, just remembering all the lines is beast to me, right? When you do acting, but to remember different personalities and change the way you talk, the way you walk and carry yourself, that shit is fucking hard. That's got to be hard.
Yeah. He managed to both change the way he speaks, his demeanor, even his face. Like when he's Patricia, his face looks feminine. I don't even know how to describe that. And it's not just like the scenes where he walks in the room and he's already Patricia. You could tell like he's wearing more Patricia-like clothes, and he probably got some makeup to just throw it in show there. Off like some femininity or whatever. But there are those scenes, like Mateo said, where he's right in front of you and he's swapping between Hedwig and Patricia and I forgot the other guy. Benny's in my head, but it's not Benny.
Hedwig.
No, it's not. Yeah, I said Hedwig, Patricia, and the guy who did the kidnapping, the OCD guy.
Dennis.
He's like swapping between the three of them. Like in the ending, right? He's having the conversation in the mirror. And the camera's not cutting, like he's just changing his face, his acting, all that stuff. That was incredible. But I also think that's why they kept it to just those three main characters. Because like if they really try to show off all 20 something, it would have been nuts. Even though they did show off like at least like a dozen of them when she's going through the videos, which I thought was cool. But it's just like only like a moment of acting instead of like you got to pull that shit off in all these scenes. But
it's just difficult. Difficult.
Yeah. But what about Alien though?
Ripley's a badass.
Wow.
How'd you guys?
I still want to talk about how Kanye was his main man and fucking Claire being abused. I kind of foresaw that Claire. That was like, wow, they're taking this 4-year-old hunting. I'm like, yeah, that shit was weird.
I don't think
I mean, they tell you right away when she's like, pee your pants. It's like, oh shit, she already has like already in her mind like something that could work against this. Like
in my mind, she went home after that and she shot her uncle in the face with a shotgun immediately.
Yo.
That's the extra ending. That's opposed to the post-credit scene in my mind.
Oh, I forgot there is an alternate ending. I forgot to watch past the credits.
Is there?
There's an alternate ending to Split. Yes, they said it in the beginning of the movie. They said watch all the way to the end. There's an alternate ending.
It's
I'm
pretty
gonna
dark.
go do that.
It's pretty dark.
Does she die?
But it doesn't really show anything. It's just implied, but it's pretty dark.
Damn.
But yeah.
So
how about Ripley's flat butt?
Yeah, there's something about these horror movies where they kind of like showing white women's bodies naked. It's something weird about these horror movies. They really like naked white women.
They zoom in right on her mound too.
That
Like when she's about to climb into the spacesuit, like right on her right on the vagina like that. They zoom right in. I'm like, Ridley Scott, what are you doing, man?
Well, Alien's a very sexual movie, and I don't mean that to say that it's a very sexy movie. I mean that it's a very sexual movie. Like even the design of the aliens and things like that, they were designed around like genitalia. Like that's why there's and they have like both parts too. Like that's why the face huggers have like the vagina looking thing on them, and also they pierce into you, like they penetrate you. You know, it's there's a lot of body horror mixed into Alien.
I didn't think about that.
Alien.
Yeah, the
sex.
xenomorph's head looks like a big fat cock.
I have to say, I gotta say, bro, out of all the movies, the set pieces that were fucking created for Alien are incredible, bro.
Yeah.
I said, whoa, like, bro, they created all this machinery, shit that just lights up. Yo, the shit is great.
My favorite character in Alien is the Nostromo, the ship. I fucking think it's amazing. Like just like you said, the entire setting, like they wake up in cryo chambers, so you're like, holy shit, these people are in outer space for God knows how long,
sleep
and sleep and frozen. The sequel to Alien, Ripley's in space for 57 years before she runs into humanity again. So
no way.
Yeah.
Sleep, nigga.
So Alien Isolation, that's her daughter in between when Ripley gets away and when she gets back to Earth. Yeah.
Yep. Damn,
Yo, I'm sorry, but I gained a new love for Alien. Bro, I never watched the first Alien movie through and through.
No.
I think my first Alien movie was Alien Resurrection.
Oh wow.
Really?
Yep.
That's Alien 4.
I think I'm gonna have to watch the
all
full
them, right?
Alien.
Yes.
Yeah, like including Prometheus, like all the everything. I just need to watch them in order. I think I need to do that.
When they go into the bone ship, bro, incredible. Yo, that big ass alien? Who is that? The aliens already got to him. That shit exploded out of his chest. He's dead.
Yeah, that nigga dead.
Bro, who killed that? Who are they?
Yeah. That ship design that they went into and the creature that was there is very reminiscent of the designs from Prometheus. Like, so if you go back and watch Prometheus, it looks very similar.
Yep. I think it's the exact same like little like weird thing that they find on the ship in Prometheus. I'm not positive. I need to go back and watch them.
I'd like to think so, but yeah. So yeah, how much time we got left before the vote?
We got about a minute or so.
All right. Yeah. Alien, incredible. It fucking scared me.
Yeah. Jump scares.
There's one scene in particular where the dude is, I don't remember who it is, but somebody's standing in the dark and the alien just comes out. Yeah, that just scared me. The fucking practical effects in Alien, incredible too. Like, bro, the face hugger, the egg, the thing coming out and then
the egg
latching
shit
on,
is fire,
exploding out of his chest. Even just the thing that they were dissecting, like that took such a they invented an alien with such good design that they're able to dissect it and it looked like a real creature.
Real fucking
like that looked insane to me. Like the movie's so believable. Like, and it's unbelievable that there's aliens and all that kind of bullshit.
I think it was I don't know, bro. Maybe I just didn't like the beginning of Alien. It was just that shit was so drawn out to me.
It's very slow. It's Ridley Scott though, man. That dude can't make a movie that's under 2 hours. I don't think. I think all his movies are long and there's lots of build up. He likes tension.
That buildup was ridiculous, though. Like, I was sitting there, I'm like, oh, let's just get to the part where I get to enjoy the movie. You know what I mean? Like, it was too drawn out. They could have cut that off. Well,
It is a point for Split because Split gets into it immediately. Like,
that
I
shit's quick.
personally like the build-up. Personally,
same.
I like the tension. I like the world building. I love just put these people in a situation and have mundane conversations. Like when they're fucking complaining about, like, yo, are we gonna get an extra bonus for doing this shit? Like, I want my bonus. Like it tells you so much about the world. It tells you that these people are on this thing. They're doing hard work. They're gone for a long period of time, and they're probably not paid that well. So they're trying to nickel and they're trying to get whatever they can out the, and it just adds so much into what's happening. Like, who really cares about what's happening on this show? That's why I personally like the buildup. It allows for that type of world building for me that I enjoy.
Too much buildup is too, like, that's like, I get the buildup, but godly, there's a limit to too much.
The Shining would not be the same movie without the buildup, and The Shining has a lot of buildup. The Shining takes 30 minutes, I think, to really get into anything spooky. Other than that, it's just like a lot of like, this is kind of weird. That's weird shit. That's weird.
When you find out that the android is an android, that caught me off guard, bro. Like,
you mean
completely.
a
Replicant? I don't know what that means.
No, it's the robots from Blade Runner. I'm just
because they're the same world.
Yeah, but they don't call them a replicant. I'm just being me.
But yeah, bro, that white blood.
I heard that scene stunk to film because they used milk for the blood or some combination of milk, and then with the hot ass like set lights, it was like spoiling.
Cooking it.
Yeah. So I just heard that scene was miserable to film. Ugh. So it is vote time. We're probably a little over, but we're fine.
Yeah.
We'll start with Joey. Oh, we
go do it.
I mean, I gotta be honest, bro. I love Split so much, but Alien, better movie by far. I gotta say, Alien blew my fucking mind. Set pieces, acting, Ridley Scott, that fucking cat that took out 3 people on its own, fucking incredible.
See, fuck cats. All right. And she saved the cat in the end.
Yo, facts. I would have saved the same cat too.
I think the cat makes it through the sequel too, right?
I don't know.
Booch.
I'm voting Alien. Split was my movie choice too. And I love the movie. It's a great movie. But I don't know. Alien is timeless. It's a 70s movie, and it doesn't look like it's like Star Wars to me or Blade Runner. It just looks incredible, and I don't know. It stays with me. I love Alien.
It's a classic. Absolutely. Tony?
I am also going to go with Alien. I enjoyed every Alien movie. I'm going to go back and watch all of them again because it's just, I don't know. Maybe I had a weird fascination with the main actor, what's her full name?
Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
Ripley.
Sigourney Weaver, thank you. Maybe a little flat butt. Flat booty, but she had a little cute face. But yeah, and Split was just, I like the quickness of it, but I whatever. I like Alien.
Also, I don't got nothing against people with flat butts. Everybody's all butts matter.
I would have ate the groceries.
All butts.
I would have ate the groceries.
I just
groceries right here.
It just wouldn't have been that many groceries.
It just wouldn't be a lot of groceries. It'd be like a handful. But I'll eat them.
Like when you buy groceries just to make dinner that night. It's a small.
Right.
It's a small batch,
exactly.
but it's still you enjoyed the dinner, So it's like it's the underwear. The underwear was too small. It just didn't cover her ass, and her ass was already small. It just
they needed to use
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mateo.
I'm going Alien, man. Alien is just such a classic. The tension, like I love everything about that movie. The set pieces, the world build, it's all just perfect.
Still, if they would have cut off some of that build up, it would have been even perfect. But
it's probably in my top 10 movie list. It'd be tough to make an actual top 10 movie list, but it's probably up there.
Yeah, I bet you Tony is gonna like Aliens because they shoot and kill like about 1 billion aliens. So.
I can see that.
And who cares?
No, I'm saying. I think that's what you want. You just want to watch Every movie like a Fast and the Furious movie. That's what you're looking for.
Gosh, nah. Fast and Furious is drawn out.
If you don't like Fast and Furious and you don't like any of these movies,
I like Fast and
I don't
Furious.
think you like movies.
I like Fast and the Furious. I'm just saying that when you overdo it, like Doughboy has the same complaint. You're mute though. Doughboy has the same complaint when it comes to the movies.
Ejectocito, cuz.
That's a classic. That's a classic. Anyways,
that's everyone in the audience getting their speakers blown out right there.
Yeah.
Round 2 for the next battle: Texas Chainsaw and Nightmare, or Nightmare on Elm Street. I read it off the bracket, but so
I didn't want to make the sheet all look weird.
Yeah. Are we gonna talk about? I mean, we already talked about it.
No,
We're just gonna vote, right?
No, this is gonna be quick.
We can do a comparison between the two. Like, we don't have to do the full breakdown we did, since we've kind of done that for the movies, but we can at least like compare what is better between the two.
I like Nightmare only for the simple fact of just it's Freddy Krueger, I guess, and it has more of an appeal to me than Texas Chainsaw. Like, I like the other Texas Chainsaw. If this was like, fucking 3 or 4, like the newer shit, I would definitely vote that all day. But like I said, I didn't really like that video.
Yeah. You wouldn't have that without the source material, though. You have to be
thankful
that the source material is there. I felt like the actual atmosphere of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house when she goes into the room with all the bones in it and shit. When she runs into the room with the dead grandmother and the almost dead grandfather. Yo, Resident Evil 7 completely robbed that movie of its whole premise, by the way. I just feel like what put me in a better atmosphere. I never got put into Nightmare on Elm Street. I was always watching that movie, never thinking about what I would have done. Texas Chainsaw Massacre was such a real feeling that I was like, yo, what would I be doing right now? This bitch whacked me on the head with a sledgehammer, threw me in a fucking freezer and shit. I'm gonna be some tasty ass barbecue, by the way. These ass cheeks hold flavor.
They bust seams.
They would have broke the meat hook.
You couldn't put him in sausage. You'd break right out of the casing.
I'll definitely tell him like, oh, that's some good groceries.
Yo, listen, my nigga.
David S. Pumpkins.
What about you, Mateo?
I'm going Texas Chainsaw. For similar reasons that Doe said, is I was never in Nightmare on Elm Street. Like,
you'd be with chancletas with thong sandals on.
I would have been rocking my chancletas. Yeah. Nah, I'd be fucked. I can't. She's like, that girl said she hasn't slept in 7 days. Yeah, I can't even not sleep for fucking. Dude, by the time I go to bed, I'm like insta knocking out.
Yo,
Like,
her mom took the coffee pot out. She took a big ass bath and got it.
Yo, Doe, you gotta control your laughing, bro. You laugh so much.
No, that scene though was fucking funny, where she just pulls out a fresh coffee maker from under her bed and pours herself a cup.
That bed has to be high as fuck off the ground for her to be able to do shit like that.
She's like Michael Scott. Michael Scott likes to wake up to the smell of crisping bacon in the morning. Like, he's got a Foreman grill under his bed.
Why do you think that mom was still hiding the liquor everywhere? Everyone, like, her daughter knows she's a drunk. Why is she hiding like liquor in like the towels? And
yo, that Casamigos bottle, was fucking her up, bro.
Yeah. Dude,
that shit was Casamigos.
She's drinking away her demons ever since she murdered someone. Like, she got it rough, you know.
The guy was a fucking kid killer. You should be happy.
Yeah, but I think if you take somebody's life, it stays with you.
It stays with you. It paints you.
What I thought was funny was
the scene where
the scene where she's what?
This nigga's a White Walker. I'll be happy to kill him.
All right. The scene where wow, he just took it right out of my brain. What a piece of shit.
Derailment, bro. This nigga's
derailed. The scene where she has her first nightmare and her mom walks in the room and then the dad walks in the room. But in that moment, I was so certain, like, oh, this is just like a mom's boyfriend. He comes in like such an asshole. Like he walks in right behind her. Hey, are you coming back to the sack? And then they go back, and I'm like, oh, he's just a piece of shit
Nigga
boyfriend.
just trying to get it, bro.
And then next thing you know, he's the fucking cop dad. I'm like, all right, this is all fucked. This family, she's a fucking alcoholic. This guy seems fucking abusive. Used his daughter to arrest the one guy. Kissing lips on fucking high school girls. It shit's crazy. The mom's getting more fucking kissing action than Johnny Depp is in this motherfucker. Like, this shit is out of control, all right?
Poor Johnny Depp. The last phone call he had with his girlfriend, he said, "I love you," and her response was good.
Yeah. She's a piece of shit.
You're a bad girlfriend, Nancy. You're a bad girlfriend.
What about you? What about you, Mateo?
I think I would go Chainsaw, honestly. There is just I don't have any fear of Freddy. I just don't have fear of Freddy. Freddy is so campy and goofy. and honestly, this is the movie where he's the least campy and goofy, I think. I swear that he starts turning into weird shit in like the later Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Isn't there one where they're stuck in a video game?
He turns into a fucking car in the end of this one, so it's already stupid.
Oh my God, we can't control the car.
It's a dream.
Not to mention, once she actually started throwing hands with Freddy, she was beating the shit out of him. He was stumbling around.
Him?
Well, no one really attacks him, so he never really had
by the way,
to defend himself.
The father does not give a fuck that he just watched his wife get burned up in a bed. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, that scene was bizarre. I was like, is it not happening? The way that it was disappearing, it almost made it seem like she was the only one who actually saw it. But he was in such disbelief. She got sucked into the bed even worse than Johnny Depp did. The whole bed went caved in. That shit made no sense to me. And she was on fire, getting attacked by this man on fire, and the dad walks in and he's like, let me just put a blanket on them. I'm like, dude, you better tackle this fire, man. Get him out of here. What are you doing?
You know, in Texas Chainsaw, I was stressed for those kids even before Leatherface showed up, though. They're just drifting with no plan, and something about that just filled me with anxiety. They had no plan. They're like, we might run out of gas, but we're, at least we're stopping in this creepy house with no amenities in it.
Yeah.
Yo, the amount those women were laughing in that fucking empty house was bothering me. How could you be having so much fucking fun?
No electricity, no music,
nothing,
no TVs. They were just fucking laughing.
They had to be on some type of good shit.
Dowie would have been mocking them, just like that dude in the wheelchair. The brother is mocking laughter out there. Also, the raspberries in the movie. Can we talk about the raspberries blowing in that movie?
Ew, though.
Bunch of grown men blowing raspberries when they get upset about things.
So I guess Texas Chainsaw won that one.
All right, next one.
Next match is The Thing versus Alien.
Oh,
this is a tough one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Off of lineage itself, I would go with Alien.
If we need to discuss a bit before we vote, we can do that, because this one is tougher in my mind than Texas Chainsaw Nightmare.
I think this is the real matchup of the tournament. I think
we might have loaded our bracket poorly. Maybe I shouldn't have done random.
No, that's fine.
Because
look at Dowie.
The fuck, are you frozen? Oh.
Because he just realized that this had to happen.
Pucha realized this in the beginning. Like, he was like, these two are gonna be what's gonna.
I thought Split might have taken Alien. Honestly, I was like, that's gonna be an interesting one.
It turned out Alien unanimous one.
I'm definitely gonna go with Alien though, just because of lineage.
Oh man, I can't do Alien.
That's fine.
Because I think The Thing has a good alien story. I think The Thing is a good alien story. That the aliens, Norwegian found aliens under ice. They dug the aliens up. It's almost the same story premise, except it's way more chock filled with people just bursting into aliens and shit like that. Like, you get one good which the build up to that in Alien when the shit burst out of his chest, bro, like that's crazy. But like you're getting that in The Thing 30 minutes in.
You know
what
that
I mean?
You know that alien scene where it burst out? They didn't tell any of the actors like what exactly was going to happen. They just had it happen. They were like, there's going to be some shit that happens. You're going to put them on the table and some shit's going to happen. So like them jumping back, like
That's
their reactions are all genuine.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
Whoa.
They were
That's
fucking
crazy.
struck. When that shit exploded, they were just looking at it for like a grip, and then that shit ran off. They were like, what the fuck just happened?
That's fire.
I'm not gonna lie though, that's what made that scene so good, was like the pauses.
Because that shit was real.
So I still haven't decided what I'm voting. One downside to Alien, I thought. The fucking thing walks away as like a milky colored tiny little creature, and the next time you see it, it's a full grown xenomorph.
Gigantic.
Yeah. And it's not exactly clear how that happens.
I was curious about what it was eating that was making it grow so big.
Maybe
because you have to eat to gain mass, right? Like that's the way that things
the universe works.
But maybe it's got acid like spit, so maybe it's just eating the ship or something, or rats on the ship. Or
I think the human was enough probably to give it like what it needed to grow.
Because
it shedded its skin, and
maybe they have like a rapid growth thing, like where they get to a certain spot and then now they got to eat to get even bigger. Shit's weird.
I think I'm gonna go with Alien. I think the dynamics in Alien, both of the movies have very cool dynamics where in The Thing, no one trusts anybody, and it's just like a cabin fever type of vibe where everybody's freaking out. Everybody's gonna get backstabbed. Like I love that vibe. I kind of like the vibe of Alien a little more, where it starts off like when the fighting starts off like they're hunting the alien until they realize that they're being hunted by the alien. I thought it was a really cool way that the roles get reversed a little bit, and then finally when Ripley's like in control, like she comes up with a plan. She's trying to kind of reverse the dynamics of like, nah, we're the fucking hunters. Like but then of course the android fucks that up. So all that shit gets thrown out the window. But I thought the dynamics were cool. Kind of reminds me of Predator. When Predator comes, a whole different movie franchise now. Predator shows up, he's killing all the fucking commandos. And it's not until Arnold Schwarzenegger starts thinking a little bit that he starts to hunt the Predator. Yep. And it feels like the exact same thing happens, but in reverse.
I don't feel that at all. I feel like that alien was fucking them up the entire time.
No, yeah. But I mean, when the alien runs off, they make their weapon. They got the cattle prods. They're walking the ship trying to find the alien. Shit. They're hunting for it. And it's not till two of them die that they realize, like, we're fucked. We are in over our heads. Like, and I don't know. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it's a fantastic movie. Man, this is tough. I have a lot of love for The Thing.
Yeah, I gotta say The Thing.
The Thing has like spawned like so much speculation about like who was infected, what actually happened here. Did it get away? Was it still alive? Is the world fucked in, what did it say, 2,700 days, or not 2,700 days, 2,700 hours until the entire world population is decimated? No, there's some good questions there.
Yeah. Yo, by the way, he loses that chess game and pours fucking his alcohol into the computer.
He was tight like a tiger.
Cheating bitch.
But before you give your winning or tie or vote.
Wait, what did you pick, Tony?
I picked
Alien.
Okay, nice. You also picked aliens, Pucho?
Yeah, it's two aliens and you're the only thing. And before Mateo gives out his answer, I just want to tell the fans, if you enjoyed this much of our podcast, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the like button on our Facebook. We got Instagram. We got TikTok. We're all over the place. like, subscribe, and please share and ring that notification bell. Just tap that. Just tap it.
Ring-a-ling, the ding-a-ling.
Ring-a-ling, ding, ding-a-ling, ding. Just hit it for all of us. But yeah, go ahead, Mattel. Hit me with the answer. Give me what you want.
I think he said the thing.
Oh, you said the thing?
No, I'm real torn. The thing is, man, it's such a good movie, but Alien has such a big place in my heart because I like the level of sci-fi in it. Like I really like the everything. Everything just comes together so well in that movie. It feels good. It feels cohesive, and yeah. The practical effects in both of them are amazing. But
yeah, I think the thing takes it in practical effects.
I do have to say, why did that android make him the shittiest thing possible to find that alien? Was that on purpose? Did he sabotage them? That little dude like locator thing has a range of like 5 feet.
Yeah, that shit is so weak. You would think in space they have a bigger rangefinder. Like,
he's the whole reason they got fucked. Mother told him specifically that the whole crew was expendable as long as they can bring this alien back to Earth.
Yeah, that must have been some intentional sabotage. We're gonna go Alien though. I think my vote has to be Alien on this.
Damn.
I kind of wanted to vote the thing just so we could figure out like which one we could survive. We can do that real quick if we want. I'm still voting Alien, but if we just want to discuss which one we think we could actually survive, I think that's a decent tangent there.
I'm gonna be completely honest. The Alien will fuck me up. You see the fight with the thing is more fair versus the fight with the alien. The alien just has the upper hand as soon as it gets going. I mean, even as far as like incubating that guy, they thought the dude was perfectly fine. That's worse than an imitation alien. Like that dude was completely fine. They didn't
growing a baby.
That scene was fucking insane.
So you think the thing it would be easier for you to deal with?
Yeah, because you got flamethrowers. We already know how to burn them. I'm looking at you. Look at you, you fucking weirdo. You're acting weird. I'm gonna burn you. Ah!
Tony and Doey would burn each other immediately. They would just point the flamethrowers at each other and just burn them up.
You.
And then Butch and I would high five because we're the actual like infected one. We're like, well, guess we got a free pass now.
Who would have thought the thing is just a game of Among Us?
Yo,
Among Us the movie.
Shit, yeah, facts.
It really is. It really is.
I think the thing is way worse of a situation to deal with. I'm going Alien as the one that I'm more likely to survive, even though I think I'm getting fucked up. I think setting matters a lot in Alien 1. And the fact that they're in all these corridors with a lot of nooks and crannies, the lights going out, all that kind of shit, I think it lends more abilities to the alien. The alien would have been devastating in the setting of the thing as well. Because again, it's a very similar setting, nooks and crannies, all that shit. But I'm like, all right, we go outside. What's the alien gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yeah, he could run up on you and kill you. But it's like, you know, he was afraid of the flamethrower. You got some machine guns, you shoot that bitch. You ain't getting acid on me, you're getting acid on taxpayer roads, all right? Ain't my problem.
No, yeah, the thing would have been harder to deal with because you wouldn't know who.
Also, the thing is not that, like, it's fucked because he could infect as many people as he wants. It's not like he's infecting people one at a time. It's like there could be 4 infected. They could have all been infected at the same time.
Well, McCready said if they were all infected, they would attack him right at that moment. They had the majority.
Yep.
But is that actually true? Who knows?
All right, so go ahead.
Alien 1, right?
Yeah,
Alien 1.
Yeah, 100%.
Next one.
The final. This is the finals right here. Texas Chainsaw and Alien.
This is such an unfair match.
It is.
Yeah, that's super unfair. Yeah.
We should have had the thing up there with.
It should have been the final.
But
the interesting bit about this matchup, though, they're 3 years apart, when the movies are made. It's like 76 and 79 or something.
Who you more scared of, Alien or the fucking 6'6" fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre nigga?
I would say the Massacre nigga, Texas Chainsaw.
I think I could survive that situation better than an alien, but I'm also more afraid of it because it feels more real. Like I feel like there's some guy in some backwater ass part of Texas that's probably like that, and that freaks me out. It's just disturbing.
Cannibals.
Shit is disgusting.
I don't know. I think it goes without being said. I go Alien.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's a better movie altogether, build up, everything. But I can't deny though, like that setting, once you get inside the cannibal's house and the fucking chainsaw house, I was like, whoa, this fucking atmosphere is crazy. But like everything before it, we're talking about Alien had me from minute one.
Yeah.
Literally, I was like, whoa, these set pieces are like Star Wars-esque. Like it was so good.
Yeah, the Nostromo feels like the Millennium Falcon. Like it just feels like the same ship. I love it.
I love spaceships that have personality, like
Yes.
the Millennium Falcon, the Nostromo, what is it? The Firefly? It's Serenity, the ship from
Serenity.
Firefly.
Yeah. Even what's the name of it for Star Trek? Enterprise One or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The USS Enterprise.
Yeah, that to me, that shit has character, and it's everybody knows that fucking. Well, in our age group, everybody knows what that shit looks like. So, yeah, me, it's gonna be Alien as well. Unfortunately, that's just a better fucking pick.
What a Cinderella story, though, here for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I did not think it was going to make it this far up the list.
Yeah. I think it had the easy side of the bracket with Child's Play and Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, we had to switch that up. Next time for the future, we're going to have to make sure we look at that.
We did random. Maybe next time we could seed them by Metacritic.
We might
just seed them that way. I didn't think about it till mid-pod, but...
That might be a good way to go about it next time. Yeah. We're gonna have to do a part 2. Alien needs some contenders. We got to do a bracket, and we got to take Alien against the winner of that.
Yeah. Oh wow! So it's like the championship carnival. It's like you crown a new champ, and then the 2 champs got to go off and make it undisputed.
That sounds good.
We could have a blast. We could do the same thing, but with action movies. We could pick some crazy action movies, kung fu flicks, like. All types of shit.
Are we doing costumes for that too?
I'll dress up as Rambo. Why not?
Yo, facts.
I'm fucking sweating balls in this giraffe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
We're doing a late night recording. I don't know if we mentioned that, but we're all exhausted. This is One Up Podcast late night edition.
Yeah,
late night. It's Halloween. You got to record at night.
The after hours.
It says 3 in the morning is the demon
the
hour.
After Hours podcast.
The Ouija board's gonna come alive in Tony's house any minute now.
Damn, this is a witching hour.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, Alien 1, fucking all the way through. It's a good classic movie. All the other movies that came out after it, they're all still good. They don't seem drawn out or anything. And when I say drawn out, I mean like, oh, they made another one. Like, but yeah. Well, to all the fans out there, One Up crew, we'd like to wish you a happy Halloween. Please enjoy this ridiculous costumes fucking getup we all have. Doughboy is probably the most flyest one here out of all of us. Yeah. Thanks to Pucho, because Pucho picked that out for you.
Yo, a good silky material, by the way. My ass cheeks were appreciating it until they busted through it, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, I was gonna cop Doey a cock. There was a suit, there was a costume. It was just only the head of a cock, and it came down to your shoulders. You put your whole body in the cock like that. It looked gross because it's like your eyes are right where the head meets the shaft, and like that ridge, the eyes are slit right in there. It was so disturbing. I was like,
Mateo, do your best.
Do your best.
I don't think I can make that that face going on up there.
Right, maybe save it for after the recording.
Yeah, for real. Well, thanks again if you lasted this long through the episode. We always enjoy our antics and attack on each other, especially with these fucking Halloween setups. Fucking the giraffe killer here. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube page, hit the bell, hit it, tap it. bang it, do whatever. Just make sure you always let yourself know on these hot vids, that are dropping. And once again, go one up yourself, guys.